Dawn. Breaking Dawn. Breaking Dawn.
So good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning. Of course, it is Wednesday. We got behind the badge and we have Pastor John on today, but we're going to try to squeeze in as many calls as possible during the course of the morning. Good morning to the regional viewers, everybody watching us internationally. Those of you on social media, good morning to you, whether it is YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're viewing us from, Tego. Yeah, good morning. So we're going to get things kicked off immediately because it's going to be a very, very rapid Wednesday. And the big news, the only news to talk about, U.S. cuts Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela lifeline. Dragon is dead. And the UNC says, we warned you. It's on the front page of the paper. It's all over. It happened during the press conference yesterday. So, yep, Dragon is dead. In a blow to the government and country, the United States government has revoked the licenses it had earlier granted, allowing this country to monetize gas from both the Dragon and Coquina Mannequin cross-border gas fields with Venezuela. So that comes to a halt. David Lee says, we warned the government about playing with Maduro. Tutor says, Maruga secondary teacher not suspended. Why would a teacher be suspended? Why would the teacher who was protecting the child be suspended? Anyway, I ain't have time to go through that. U.S. pulls plug on Dragon deal. Economist says TT better hope to find gas. Paria family's lawyer writes PM, pay the $1 million ex gratia by April 14th. So they give them a deadline on that now. Canadian citizen age 57. Missing over a month now. Licensing division launches virtual system to renew your driver's permit online. Fireman's 2023 drunk driving charge dismissed. Missing boy age 16 and woman found safe. Duke says Tobagonians must win in Sandals deal. After 5 months, almost 5 months after flooding, penal victims still to get relief grants. That is par for the cause. Remember, people is double dip, eh? I remember that. Citizens is double dip. People under pressure. All the furniture and things gone floating away, but they double dipping. Right? But when politicians taking 47% increase and double dipping, nobody will say nothing because they're enjoying tax exemptions and everything else. But nevertheless, here we are. Are connecting, eh? Yeah, my brother. Right, so Dragon Gas, that's the story in the paper today. We're going to take some calls on that in just a little bit before we take a break and get to Pitt. Pitt will actually be on this morning, so any questions you have, you could direct it to Acting ASP Pitt. In the meantime, let's get Olive's House inside. So Olive's House Senior Care Facility located in the serene Sangre Chiquito area of Sangre Grande at Rosie Latchman Avenue, Eastern Main Road, James Smart Village. Olive's House is beautifully situated with a spacious main area for living and dining rooms, fully equipped medical wards, as well as assisted living quarters, inclusive of all required amenities. Now it's designed to offer comfort, freedom of movement, and support to your loved ones in their senior years. Olive's House is operated 24/7 by a staff of professional qualified geriatric personnel with hot meals prepared daily according to specified dietary requirements. The service is always warm and friendly. All clients are treated with the respect and dignity that their years demand. So find out more about the services offered by contacting Olive's House Senior Care Facility on 2326367, 2917919, or 3744165. You can also find them on Facebook and Instagram. So make sure and check them out. That is Olive's House. Also, Chef Shiraz will be in on Friday. And Chef has 3 courses coming up. And they're all starting on the 26th of April. It is the Creative International Cuisine, the Certificate in Culinary Arts program, and the cake decorating. And a payment plan is available. Job opportunities, I repeat that, job opportunities are also available. All you need to do is call or WhatsApp Chef on 372-4639 or 737-5097. All right? Make sure and get in contact with him today and get started there, man. All right? Also, I want to, that's not my director. Run, Stephan Run. I'm run Stephan Run now, and I'll get to Jameson after. So run, Stephan Run. Of course, the 5K is on May 25th. Please get registered, people. I know a lot of things going on, but get registered and maybe come out and support the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago and the Couva Children Crisis Center. The cash registration will start on the 22nd of April, and that will run from the 22nd of April to around the 22nd of May, because we have a lock-off point. All right? I'm not going right down till the 25th. So for all of you who like to waltz scene on the 24th, I'm not in that this year. I'm very serious. All right? We had to start doing things in a, with a little order to it now, man. All right? And I mean, this is the 3rd year we're doing the run. You all know the run comes around every year. We do a nice charity. And, $200. Just register early. The online option is there for you as we move towards world standard in terms of online registration. So you could register online at trinbagoevents.com. I know a lot of people don't like to register online. Maybe they have to pay with a credit card or debit card, so they prefer to pay cash. So you will be able to pay cash after the Easter weekend. So from the 22nd of April, you're going to be able to pay cash. All right? But in the meantime, we are on participation medals, customized participation medals for all participants. Also, you're going to get your t-shirt, you're going to get your breakfast, a complimentary breakfast, giveaways for non-competitive participants as well. So we are gathering at QRC at 6 a.m. on Sunday, May 25th for Run, Stephan Run. And like I said, April is the month of autism. We actually went up and did a little feature by the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. We didn't get to air it yet because we've been so overwhelmed with content, with all this election and everything and all these segments that we have, that I haven't found a space because it's over 8 minutes long. So, we'll see if we could find a space on Friday for it. But do get registered early. If you need any other information for Run, Stephan Run, 345-3380. That is 345-3380 or 482-5531. Those are the 2 numbers to call as it relates to any information that you're looking for Run, Stephan Run. It is the biggest 5K in the country with the top prize money, $5,000 first prize, $3,000 second, $2,500 third, $2,000 fourth, $1,200 fifth, $1,000 sixth, and then we go 8765. All right, for 7, 8, 9, 10. So look out for that. It is the biggest payout for our 5K, and the athletes are excited because they're ready to go. Every weekend I see them because they're involved in some 5K or the other, and they keep hailing me. If I wrong the Savannah, they're hailing me. They're ready to go. But for those of you coming out to support the cause, we want you to be ready to go as well. Okay? So please get registered early. All right? And finally, we have Jameson. You can improve your wellness with 1,800 milligrams of omega-3 to support your heart and brain function each day. And it's here for your health with Jameson Omega-3 Complete. Find it today at your local pharmacies. Redeem your Jameson's coupons before April ends at all leading pharmacies on Jameson products. All right? And you could go redeem that at any pharmacy. All right? Those are Jameson coupons. So make sure and do that today, all right, before April ends. With that, we're 10 minutes past the hour, 6 o'clock. We are going to take a break. When we come back from the break, Dragon, stay tuned.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
At the age of 12 years old, I attended Bishop Anstey High School. At the time, I didn't have access to a laptop and my mom couldn't afford it. But thankfully to the UNC government, I was able to have access to one, and it was so much easier to not have to worry about sending in my assignments on time. And I'm so grateful. Thanks, Auntie Cams. When UNC wins, everybody wins.
That was a paid political advertisement.
It's time to secure what matters most. Your family, your home, your peace of mind. Secure them all with Arma Security. Advanced protection starts from just $4 per day. Arma Security, powered by Flow, partnered with AllPro, inspired by you. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co to learn more.
Whether we are on the road or in a fence, we sure to mash it up. Cause we bring the energy, that's who we mean. We party till we jump. Hey, until I yeah, man, go on. You ready for this one? I'm ready. Okay, let's go. I see people, plenty people. I see people, VIP people.
The best buys and best savings just got even better at JTA Supermarkets. Eve Premium Chunk Tune and Vegetable Oil and Water, 4.9 ounces, 3 for $19.99. Fruit and Juice Drink, 1 liter, 2 for $19.99. Eve Sweetened Condensed Filled Milk, 385 grams, 3 for $24.99. Brunswick Mackerel, 425 grams, 2 for $19.99. Swiss Tomato Ketchup Spouch, 750 ml, 2 for $19.99. Brunswick Sardines and Soya Oil, 106 grams, 2 for $19.99. Swiss Macaroni, 400 grams, 3 for $19.99. Cara Coconut Milk Powder, 50 grams, 4 for $19.99. Flavorite Ice Cream, 3.2 liters, 2 for $99.99. Carlton's Choice Bathroom Tissue 12-pack, $19.99. Plus many more items, specials valid until April 6, 2025. JTA Supermarkets, where your total bill always costs less.
The St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2025 on May 6th. Pure Jazz featuring Matteo Mancuso. On May 8th, Grammy-nominated Jasmine Horn. On May 7th, Kingdom Night, Maverick City Music. Gospel powerhouse Tasha Cobbs Leonard. On May 9th, Beanie Man and Bounty Killer unite. Young Brother, Patrice Roberts, Ricky T, The Story. On May 10th, the world unite for World Beats. Nigeria's Ruga. Joe Duet Feely. Summer Walker. The ultimate celebration on May 11th. Ronald Boo Hinkson. John Legend's soulful voice. Dance under the stars to Earth, Wind and Fire's hits. Purchase tickets at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
Before you take your omega-3 supplement, check for the natural product number NPN on the label. This unique code shows that Jameson products have approved rigorous Health Canada testing for safety and effectiveness. Unlike some supplements that carry disclaimers like not approved by the FDA, Jameson omega-3 is the trusted choice, offering 1800 milligrams of EPA and DHA for heart health. Choose quality. Choose Jameson.
Anytime you see this one consistent, we go be the last man standing. From the time we shake up the man, watch the people them start to jump, we'll be the last man standing. From the time we reach on the stage, we don't mash up everything. No. Everything go mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up. The whole party go mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up. Just call me Mr. Mash Up. Everything I get mash up. When I touch the stage, I make the people put their hands up. Yeah, you know we camera. That is how we.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Lent is here, and the Castle is making fasting easy and tasty. With a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal, the fish combo, the fish sandwich combo. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest Royal Castle.
Hey! All you let we go Vincy Mas this year! I don't hear everybody talking about the vibes, the all-inclusive parties, the juve, the street parade, and the competitions in pan, mass, and calypso. And don't talk about soca monarch. It's real bad. And to top it off, Vincy Mas is easy on the pocket, but it's classy and very safe. So all you, let we go Vincy Mas this year is June 27th to July 8th, and we in that.
Book your tickets and accommodations early. For more information, email info@vincymas.vc or find them on IG at Vincy_Mas, on Facebook at Vincy Mas, or log on to www.vincymas.vc.
Let we go Vincy Mas 2025!
Forget about bucket lists. We want to know what's on your best life list. Vacation, education, renovation, celebration. Live your best life with Island Finance. Visit a branch near you or islandfinancetrinidad.com and live your best life now.
You can depend on Island Finance.
Subject to credit approval and documents verification.
What I can tell Trinidad and Tobago, bear with me for 1 second, is that we have now been informed that our license from OFAC, which is dated the 18th of December 2023, has been revoked by OFAC, and that license is now revoked by OFAC as well as our Coquina mannequin license. It came a little while after the others. What I can tell Trinidad and Tobago is I don't have more details than that. I have been in touch with our attorneys at law in Washington, D.C. There is a process for, I wouldn't say appeal of this revocation, but there is a process for you to make an application for it not to be or for there to be amendments. And we are going to be engaged in that process on behalf of Trinidad and Tobago. I have also reached out to Mauricio Claver Caron, who is the special envoy, and put in a request for a telephone conversation with Secretary of State Marco Rubio, all of which I expect us to have the opportunity for me once again on behalf of Trinidad and Tobago to present our case. This does not come necessarily as a surprise, seeing how volatile things are, not only with respect to the policy with Venezuela, but what we're seeing, for example, with the application of tariffs.
All right, that was the Prime Minister yesterday announcing the situation with the Dragon Gas deal and the license. We want to go straight to the phone lines. All right, so we want to bring in the first caller. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Stephan. They go Central.
What going on, man? Like, you know, wake up, boy.
Oh, boy. The voice coming back. Peace, 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 boy.
All right, cool, man. What are your thoughts on the development yesterday?
Boy, you have to call this the tale of the blinking Prime Minister. Because he was blinking excessively when he said that Rubio was in favor, and now he blinking in between this announcement yesterday. I mean, who they was fooling? All they doing a backdoor deal with a criminal. Come now, man. America not going to stand for that.
Yeah.
America not going to stand for that. So I don't even understand how he even had a Ethiopia. Well, not I ought to have a chance of getting this deal come true. Because I'm pretty sure Rubio would have told him what he knew when they first met. And they knew what this Prime Minister was doing behind the doors, all the flights to Venezuela during COVID illegally and all these backdoor deals. I mean, when you play with crap, it is end up on your hands, you know.
Well,
You understand?
all right.
So, and one more thing concerning the people who got flooded out how many months ago and they
In
still didn't get
Penalia.
compensation. Yes. This is what a responsible government does, Stefan.
Oh, God,
Have a
Lord.
good one.
All right, no problem. Ballers. But yeah, from the time you got the meeting with Marco Rubio, you got to understand, this is Secretary of State. Before he board the plane, or while boarding the plane to come to have that meeting with you, he already got a brief in his hand with all the information, every single thing about you. Morning. That's how these fellas operate. Morning, yeah, what's going on?
What you should do, you see the press briefing that Stuart Young had just after the meeting that Marco Rubio came down in Trinidad, in Jamaica and had with all them.
Yeah.
And everything what he say, you should play back that. This man had to be delusional and something had to be wrong with them in the head. You know, remember he said that how he negotiate with the people in Washington and people from America went to Venezuela and they negotiate and the gas deal safe and all these kind of thing.
He said there was an understanding of how important this deal is to Trinidad and Tobago and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Everybody could see what is going on. This cannot be and would not be tolerated by America. Only this man saw that this was a perfect deal for Trinidad and Tobago. Now, getting the dragon gas from Venezuela is perfectly good enough, but not with Maduro. People don't understand that. Maduro is an enemy of the state. He and his whole regime. And nobody who dealing with Venezuela would be favored by the American. And you'll be punished. This is exactly what is happening in Trinidad and Tobago. And this man is some kind of narcissist. He just cannot believe that what he's doing is built on lies. And no matter what is built on lies, it never survives. It would always fall apart sooner or later.
Did we not pay some money to Maduro?
It's $1 million every year they're paying for a license for that deal.
That's in US, right?
US. Yeah. And that deal was signed for 30 years. You know? So just check what's going on now. If we're going to get back that money, what is the situation? So right now, let me tell you something. This man and this government, I don't know what people need, again, in Trinidad and Tobago to understand that we are in a really bad position under the PNM, and we take with thoughts and out of God and decide that we're going to put back this government in office. Let me tell you something. We ought to be really mad in this country, boy. We ought to be something really ought to be wrong with Trinidad and Tobago. Have a good morning, Stephan.
No problem. Yep. I remember we was paying, as he said, $1 million US. It's somewhere around that figure. I don't know how much we've paid already. But what's going on with our money? Man can't even get US when they go in the bank to travel properly. Morning.
Yes, Stefan, morning. How are you?
Yeah, what's going on?
Boy, I believe all will be well. All they have to tell the supporters is, it's camera fault!
Oh, God. That man went to, oh, God, Lord have mercy. Let me take this call here. A fresh caller. Hello, morning.
Yeah, boy, Stefan, pleasant good morning.
Pleasant good morning
boy,
to
be honest with you, to be honest with you, Stefan, this brings a bigger pity to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
As many economists has been saying for years, we need to diversify our economy. Just as Ms. Mia Motley stated, we have to be self-sufficient. Right? That is what China and other countries are doing. So when things like this happen in terms of geopolitics and these things take place, even though certain countries may want to put certain things or put sanctions in here, your country to a certain extent is not affected majorly. It can still function. Trinidad do not produce anything. We basically import every single thing. Right?
Yeah.
We import every single thing.
Our import bill has been in the billions of dollars for years.
Correct. So what our leadership, our prime ministers over there, what they have been doing over the years, we was to be self-sufficient with, so because Trinidad will have so much natural resources, right, in terms of oil and gas, cocoa, agriculture, even the young people in terms of our academic and vocational, we supposed to be self-sufficient on a certain stage. So at the end of the day, when the United States and these countries try to play the big brother, we could still stand up to them at the end of the day, because how I watching at it, right? The United States should not be telling us citizens of Trinidad and Tobago who we should be trading with. Right, that is why I always sit down and say when you watch at countries like China, these places and them, in terms of their political system. They're able to withstand certain things. So even if anybody try to, let me say, try to cut style on them, they could still function. And this comes down again as most of your callers sit down and say this morning, it comes down to proper leadership, where our leaders are leading the country, and as well the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago in terms of self-sufficiency. You see this thing that called self-sufficiency, we have to pay proper attention to that and put certain things in place, because at the end of the day, we had basically two oil booms. What Trinidad and Tobago has done with the money, nothing. Sit down and thief it out.
We haven't
What
seen
situation
real
are
progress
we
at
in
all.
now?
Yeah. Okay.
Correct. Thanks, man.
Thanks,
yeah, man.
Yeah, with all our money, we haven't seen what you think is progress and development. We've never seen that in Trinidad and Tobago. Go away, travel, see with your own two eyes what real development is. We're not supposed to be building a third lane for no highway, causing a set of traffic. We're supposed to have flyover going all up in the air. Man, look now. All I can remember, Humphrey come with the ark. When John Humphrey had come with the design for the ark to alleviate all that traffic, what happened? They lose the election. Manning and the PNM come in and they gave the overpass by Grand Bazaar. Boy, I tell you. Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Hi there, cool man.
Stephan, you remember I called in and I asked you who is Marco Rubio's boss?
Mm-hmm.
And what is his position in relation to Maduro?
Maduro, yes.
And when there was a conference with the president of Jamaica and Marco Rubio was, everything was against. Yeah, Stephan, you think people take off their blinders now?
No.
The PNM supporters?
No.
You think so?
No.
Okay. And one last thing I want to tell you, right? This whole pronouncement, this advertisement of the divers, calling for the time frame for the money and so on. You think you think they're gonna get protection relative to the amount of money? This $1 million. Anybody thinking about the publicity? Stephan?
To start
You
off with $1
understand?
million ain't no money.
No, but you see, Stephan,
yeah.
we have correct criminals in this country, they will take any opportunity. God forbid. You have a good day, Stephan.
All right, no problem. Yep. Yeah, I'll take one more and then we have to take the break and I got to get to pitch. Final call, I'll take this one very, very quickly. Hello, good morning. Yeah, man.
Stephan, you see what it is, tell you. I've been under state emergency since 1962.
Yes.
Probably them fail to realize. They tell themselves like America wasn't paying attention to all we're going on by the world. They feel America don't know Delcy Rodriguez and all of them was in this country during the COVID time. They feel America don't know that they was making all these deals with Venezuela while the rest of the world warned us about doing business with this country.
Yeah.
Now you're coming to feel like you're going and dropping the knees and beg, nothing going to happen.
Isn't there a reward on Maduro's head and his government?
Yeah.
Didn't America put a reward on their head?
Yeah. America put bounty on their head and all of them, son, and all of them and Stroton and keep rolling again as though nothing happened. But this just keep telling you, fire burn the people's national movement. I hope the citizens of this country, the caller before me now ask you a question. It are people, Stephan, with all the taking place in this country right now, they going and dip the hand for the Balize comfortable. Yeah, telling you? They going and dip the hand for the Balize comfortable. And it happened on the same side too, And it happened on the same side. But what you, Stephan, as a moderator, that be trying to inform us as citizens, make the right choice when coming to our life in this country. We don't just go in and vote in election blindly because we pay until we did or you until we did. Know that when you elect people, you're electing people to make decisions to affect your life and the life of your family. Citizens of this country, the 28 come in here, only make the right choice.
Okay.
That's all I can ask. Only make the right choice and remove this narco, wicked, thieving, taxing, lying administration, call it People's National Movement. Fire burn them, Stephan.
No problem.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, cool, man. Yep. Oh, wow, boy. Fire burn the PNM, boy. You dread this morning. All right, I got to hold up on phone calls. You got to go to the break. Look, this is what we've been saying all the time. The Prime Minister himself alluded to that point of Trump, the reality, and this is Rowley are talking about, of Trump coming back into office, and that the dynamic would change. And I remember in Parliament, Camille Robinson Regis, during our exchange in Parliament, a little heated exchange, she said to the other side, what Trump go do we? Well, pick up the papers this morning, Camille. We know you can't add. You ain't good at maths, but I'm sure you could read. Right? So you could read. Because that's what she said. I remember her saying that. What Trump go do we? What Trump go do we? That's what she said in Parliament. Do you remember that? Yeah. All right. So here we are. But we knew that this could happen. There was a high possibility of it happening because of who Nicolas Maduro is and the way that he has captured power in Venezuela. It is back-to-back elections that he's been alleged to have stolen. You understand? We have seen riots in Venezuela. We see people flee in Venezuela still, want to get out of Venezuela. Right? You don't run from a good house. When you have a good mother and father, you go run away from them. Let's be real. People is only run away from parents who are abusive to them. You don't run away from parents who love you. You just run towards your parents who love you. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to look at it in that basic, simple analogy, right? So we knew that this would happen. We knew that they have labeled his administration a narco-terrorist organization. We know that they put a bounty on their head. We know that they say don't do no business with Venezuela. So for you to go into a meeting with Marco Rubio, and Marco Rubio already know all your business. He must know what you had for breakfast that morning and all. You understand? So this is how they operate. It's high intelligence, right? So he would have known how much trips you made to Venezuela, how much meetings you had with Maduro, ABC, XYZ. For you to go into that meeting, because I remember he came back after that meeting and he said, they sat and he explained that Venezuela is Trinidad and Tobago's closest neighbor and how important the Dragon gas deal is. And he gave us a comforting assurance that, hey, everything good for now, you know what I mean? And boom, 2-3 weeks later, bam, license revoked. And it's like I said, Marco Rubio didn't want to meet with you. Marco Rubio wanted to feel you out, to see where your mind, where your what direction you're looking to take. It's a feel out. That is what Mendes do. The boss say, hey, Lieutenant, go down and meet that man, feel him out for me, pick his mind, let me see where he's coming from, and we go make a decision on what we're doing. Bam. This chess is not checkers. We take a break. Stay tuned.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
Businesses win with lower taxes. Families win with no property taxes. You will win with dialysis clinics. Families will win when we give them legal firearms to defend their home. And the senior citizens will win of having doctors visit senior citizens in their homes. Our children will win with laptops, textbooks, expanded gate, and scholarships.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
That was a paid political advertisement.
Are you stressed and worried by problems? Then meet Priest Santosh GI. Priest is specialized in palm, face, photo, date of birth reading, and gives solutions to problems in marriage, relationship, love, business, job, health, and removes all black magic, negativity, bad luck permanently, and gives good luck and lifelong protection. Then call Priest Santosh GI 384-3844. That's 384-3844.
Reto Financing is offering you 5% on a fixed deposit for 5 years and over with upfront interest. Contact our central office at 238-6716 or our San Fernando office at 242-9944. You don't want to miss this great opportunity. Invest today and watch your investment work for you.
The St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2025 on May 6th. Pure Jazz featuring Matteo Mancuso. On May 8th, Grammy-nominated Jasmine Horn. I remember you. On May 7th, Kingdom Night, Maverick City Music. Gospel powerhouse Tasha Cobbs Leonard. On May 9th, Beanie Man and Bounty Killer unite. Young Greta, Patrice Roberts, Ricky T, The Story. On May 10th, the world unite for World Beats. Nigeria's Ruga. She said she know me got a girlfriend. And Joe Duet Feely. Summer Walker. The ultimate celebration on May 11th. Ronald Boo Hinkson. John Legend's soulful voice. Dance under the stars to Earth, Wind and Fire's hits. Purchase tickets at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
It's time to secure what matters most. Your family. Your home. Your peace of mind. Secure them all with Arma Security. Advanced protection starts from just $4 per day. Arma Security, powered by Flow, partnered with All Pro, inspired by you. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co to learn more.
Coloring your hair is now easy with Bigen Easy Color for Men. Bigen's advanced cream formula prevents stains and drips, and it gets rid of the gray in 10 minutes. Bigen Easy Color for Men, for a natural color at no gray.
Whether we are on the road or in a fence, we're sure to mash it up. Cause we bring the energy, that's who we mean. We party till we jump. Hey, Larry. Yeah, man, God. You ready for this one? I'm ready. Okay, let's go. I see people, plenty people. I see people, VIP people.
Consult Vedic astrologer Tulasi Prasad, who offers profound insights into an individual's life path and astrology journey in Trinidad and Tobago. Master can guide you with astrology and horoscope readings, love spell casting, family disputes, marriage problems, health problems, job and business problems. Master also is experienced in effective black magic removal remedies, negative energy removal remedies, reuniting loved ones, and many more. To get Master's guidance, call us now.
At +1 868 398 7547, located in Trinidad and Tobago.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
The best buys and best savings just got even better at JTA Supermarkets. Eve Premium Chunk Tune and Vegetable Oil and Water, 4.9 ounces, 3 for $19.99. Fruit or juice drink, 1 liter, 2 for $19.99. Eve Sweetened Condensed Filled Milk, 385 grams, 3 for $24.99. Brunswick Mackerel, 425 grams, 2 for $19.99. Swiss Tomato Ketchup Spouch, 750 ml, 2 for $19.99. Brunswick Sardines and Soya Oil, 106 grams, 2 for $19.99. Swiss Macaroni, 400 grams, 3 for $19.99. Cara Coconut Milk Powder, 50 grams, 4 for $19.99. Flavorite Ice Cream, 3.2 liters, 2 for $99.99. Carlton's Choice Bathroom Tissue, 12-pack, $19.99. Plus many more items, specials valid until April 6, 2025. JTA Supermarkets, where your total bill always costs less.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Healthy hair starts with Shamir. Restore starved, damaged, dropping hair with Shamir herbal hair products. Formulated scientifically with aloe, ratchet, and phenol for growth and nourishment. Shamir.
All right, so we're back on Breaking Dawn, and we got Acting ASP Pitt with us this morning. We're 19 minutes away from the hour of 7 o'clock, so for the next 19 minutes, Pitt will be on. Nice, man. And we'll see if we can accommodate a few calls as well. We want to talk about a couple of things. I want to bring him in via Zoom. Bring him in now. One time. Long time I didn't see Pitt boy. Oh, good, Pitt boy. I feel like you left the country and you now come back and that kind of thing, man. What's going on?
Pleasant morning, Stephan. Pleasant morning, Trinidad and Tobago. No, right here, right here.
All right, nice, man. I've got some questions for you concerning the SOE.
Yes.
And I hope you could answer them. So the first one is, how come after 90 plus days of the SOE, which ends on Sunday, that none of the detainees have been charged despite all the intelligence? And it looked like lawyers lining up to sue as they did after the 2011 SOE.
Okay, now, remember, evidence is very, very instrumental in charging persons.
Yeah.
You need to have the evidence. So we cannot overlay persons being detained under the SOE, which had a different parameter, and apply it to just charging persons and bringing them before the court. Having said that though, as we speak, investigations are ongoing into the conduct and the actions that persons who have been detained would have taken, incidents that they would have been part of, in order to get the prerequisite so that charges can be laid. It means to say, Stephan, that even when the SOE expires, and if it's a case of persons having not been charged at that point in time, it doesn't mean to say that they can't be charged at a later stage. Yeah, so as much as we would want to satisfy certain things in the shortest possible time, we still have to be responsible in terms of our evidence gathering mechanisms.
Okay, so you're saying possible charges could be coming for some?
Yes, for the majority, I would say.
For the majority?
Yeah.
Okay. But well, that doesn't take away from the fact that there might be a minority of detainees that might take the state to the court.
Well,
for unlawful detention.
Remember that avenue is open to anyone who felt aggrieved for whatever action that may have been taken during the course of the SOE. So it doesn't mean to say that if someone is taken before the court, that in itself suggests that things were done unlawfully, or that persons' rights were trampled upon. Given the environment at this point in time, persons being much more aware than they were before, you find that persons would want to challenge things, and nothing is wrong with that. That is the indication that a democracy is alive, so to speak.
Okay. Another question here from another viewer is that they've been looking at well, in their experience during the state of emergency, they have seen officers, and this is how they term it, officers harassing law-abiding citizens only on the main roads throughout Trinidad for things like wipers, horn, tires, mufflers. They're not checking the trunks or under the seats, but they're sharing tickets for those little malfunctions on persons' vehicles. And this is what they've noticed been going on while the drug locks still operating as normal, the guns and the drugs still coming into the country. We have a Venezuelan gang problem. We have murders still taking place on a daily basis. So, persons are saying that, or it is the perception of some, that what they are seeing and experiencing is more traffic type offenses being laid out to law-abiding citizens. In terms of, I would just to define law-abiding citizens, people who are not into drugs, guns, ammunition, murder, that kind of thing.
Yes.
But people who are, just driving a vehicle, making it, and they might have a little, a little malfunction or one or the other. The tires might need, renewing, but they're getting tickets for that, but they're not seeing, it is the perception, not seeing the drug blocks and thing, the effect on that aspect of crime then. How do you respond to that?
Well, I like the term you use, perception. Yeah. So in their view, that is how things appear. But let's start with the roadways. So we have recognized, and this is quite understandable, and for most it's going to be quite obvious, that persons would go from point A to point B in motor vehicles to commit crimes. Within those vehicles, there would be weapons. In some instances, there would be narcotics. There would be persons who we are looking for by virtue of investigations, by virtue of warrants. And the so-called, and when we say traffic operations, it tend to kind of put a trivial twist to it. But these operations are so significant in terms of even our crime fighting mechanism.
Yeah.
And outside of that, Stephan, we have seen so many persons affected by fatal accidents. It means to say that we need to ensure that our motoring public complies with the law or the laws as far as the regulations and the traversing and the maneuvering of vehicles on our roadways are concerned. So we can't ignore one aspect of policing because we believe that there's a significant problem in another area of policing. Okay. We have to be responsible and ensure that road users comply with the laws and the regulations. We have to ensure that motor vehicles are inspected and that they are roadworthy so that we can minimize the amount of fatal accidents that occur on our nation's roadway. And it is there to see. We are not satisfied at this point in time that, a lot of our motorists have recognized the significant responsibility that they have been given by just having a driver's permit. And we say road safety is everybody's business, and we are taking the first step where that is concerned regarding our traffic operations.
Okay, now I can understand all that because we have seen some mayhem on the road. So I understand the concern there, but I think in terms of safety and security and people feeling comfortable to go to work, to pick up the children from school, to go out for recreational purposes, murder, home invasions, these sort of things, these amount of illegal firearms on the streets, it seems like no matter how many illegal firearms the police remove from the streets, like if only remove 100, like 200 more just pop up. Because these fellas definitely not running out of guns and ammunition. And that is no fault of the TTPS because it had to be coming in the country somewhere. So it coming through the country, through the porous borders, and then it ends up on the streets, and the police have to now take action and try to, get these guns off the street. But the initial problem, I don't know what they're doing about that, because that is the plug, or that is the hole that needs to be plugged, is the way that these guns coming into the country. Because if you remove 100 and we have the borders properly locked down, then we're supposed to have less guns on the street. But it continues to be more and more and more and more. And I think that's a major concern for citizens. So I understand the road safety aspect of things, but I think in terms of people's safety and security, because we see murders still taking place, I mean, the TTPS cannot tell me at this point that having declared a state of emergency, not the TTPS, but the government having declared a state of emergency, and where the murder rate is at right now, that it is satisfactory to have it at that number under a state of emergency. I mean, albeit, I do not think that a state of emergency can be as effective without a curfew, which was not implemented. So,
yes, there you go. And the reality is, Stephan, we always say that one murder is a murder too many. So as much as at this point in time, last year we may have had 40 murders more, it doesn't mean to say that, as you quite rightfully suggested, that we are satisfied with where we are at now. But there has been some progress, and we intend to ensure that that progress continues. And, you know, it has to continue in every department of policing. And we always say that we would always appreciate and endorse the level of relationship with members of the public, the communities, in order to get the necessary information, in order to get the necessary intelligence, in order to be effective. I'm glad for your unbiased analysis regarding the policing efforts, because we all would agree, I would say, reasonably so, that you know, there are certain domains that may go beyond policing, but it is necessary in order to impact you know, the levels of activities that we would undertake. So at this point in time, we have recovered 188 firearms. And, you know, it's as though it's a recurring decimal, so to speak, in terms of the recovery of firearms. So, but we will remain resolute where that is concerned and continue to do what we have to do.
Now, I really want to accommodate a couple calls here, but I know the callers sometimes they take long to ask questions, but I have to ask this question as well.
Sure.
The dynamic of a state of emergency with a curfew and without a curfew and its effectiveness. I must ask that, because I truly believe that if you are just going to call a state of emergency and not implement a curfew, right? Because you want to call it at the end of they call it at the end of the year going into carnival. So we know a curfew was never on the tables because fetters take place all hours of the morning all hours of the night into the morning, all hours of the early morning into the later morning period. So they didn't want to disrupt carnival. But I am saying, and I mean you in policing, Pitt, and I must say, for the while that the SOE has been having and the powers that have been granted to the police, I have not seen, which I thought I would have seen, is all your wicked, the all your wicked posse and those videos that usually circulate when police come to kick down your door and that kind of thing to lock you up. I didn't see any amount of videos of that nature. So I have to presume that the police have gone about their exercises in a very professional manner, okay? Because we didn't see the all your wicked posse come out. Usually you get that every day. Oh God, they're wicked, eh? Look when they come, he never do nothing. Right? You know there's get on the video.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that, but we know that a few people have been detained. So the strategy and so on and so forth that has been used in the detention of those individuals, I must say must have taken place in a professional manner, where we haven't seen those videos, you know, in any big quantity circulating all over the place on a daily basis or a weekly basis. But the importance of a curfew in a state of emergency, how important is that curfew if you're going to declare a state of emergency?
Well, that's an excellent question. And I'm glad that you corrected yourself earlier when you said the TTPS called an SOE.
The government, yeah.
Right. So you know, that decision would lie heavily on the persons who call the state of emergency, and it's within their own analysis of things and what they are seeking to address. They would determine whether they are with you that a curfew is necessary or not. Yes, we may all agree that in circumstances where persons are less able to be within public spaces and public domains, then the opportunity for things to happen will also decrease.
Correct.
So there will be a correlation. But we always say something in policing, and I'm going back to strictly policing now. It is always the true test of policing to ensure that we are able to carry out policing activities within a normal state of affairs. You know, so that is really the true test of policing.
Right.
So I can't speak for the decision makers where the SO is concerned, but I can tell you from a policing perspective, you know, we would always try to see how we could police and be as effective with policing as we can within a normal state of affairs. Yes, there are things that would give us that level of support. There are initiatives and there are decisions that would give us that necessary layer of support and that drive and that ability to bring things and manage things within a certain way if things are looking a particular way. That is there. But again, you know, strictly along the lines of policing, it is always the urge, the desire to have it done within a normal state of affairs.
All right. We have about 3 minutes. I'll see if I can squeeze a little call here. We'll take a little question. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Stephan.
Hello.
I would like to give Mr. Smith this question, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Ask your question. Pitch, you could hear the caller?
Right.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yes, well, so as it's saying that the police have to be on the road to make people adhere to the safety of the road because they also care for people's life, right? Just recently, a man hit a pothole with a motorbike and died. The government not fixing the pothole on him. Well, why you the police them who are no other hard trucks and go to like Junior Sammy or Kusal, take up a load of material and put it on the road because all you care for your life so much. And all you have to be charging we all on the road because we breaking the law.
All right. No problem. Well, I mean, we can't expect the police to fix the pothole caller. I understand what you're trying to say. When people talk about road safety and the accidents on the road, and I understand that you're trying to link that to the condition of the road. And that's all well and good. But I don't think we can expect, I don't think we can expect the police, you can't expect the police to go to the contractor and get a material to go and fix the road. All right, but I think we understand where you're coming from, but I don't think that's the responsibility of the police. All right, let me take this one real quick. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning, Stephan, morning.
Yeah, go ahead, quickly, ask a question.
Yeah, morning, man, the ground here. Here's my question, right?
Yeah.
Now, we understand that the state of emergency, we understand that. But you see, after the state of emergency, is the police is going to carry out all these conduct the same way or not? Now, they're given ticket for smooth tires, wipers here. You have to know how worthy your vehicle is for the road. I understand that. But look at some of the police, because sometimes one night in the night, if it's a motorbike coming around the corner because it has one light. Now, some of these police will be mindful too, right? Because policing is not like before, like in the colonial days, they used to call it the short pan police, or when I was there. Long ago, they used to have people servicing the vehicles in the station. They used to have people washing down the vehicles. Now you don't see that. They have one man seeing all these things. And for the last thing, this recommend them to have in the South, that they feel they are police officers. They have one specifically wrecking vehicles. And they just be mashing up the people in vehicles. The policing supposed to be really to walk around and make sure and see if the drivers dated wreck the vehicle or not. Some of them are really overdoing it.
All right.
Gentlemen, I'll take care. You don't want to stay too long.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
Yep,
Yeah. Well, he more or less made some comments, right? I don't think really asked a question. If he did, I don't know if you could direct me.
Well, I think he's right. I think one of the questions he's saying is that the police are going around giving tickets for smooth tires, etc., etc. However, when they see some of the police vehicles that are on the road, you know, some of them, a SUV might look like a motorcycle coming on the road because one headlight working. And he's saying, you know, there was a time when these vehicles were serviced properly. What is going on with those police vehicles?
Okay. So, yes, I agree with him that things have changed. And there are the persons who are directed in terms of the management of police vehicles. And I can tell you, even down to the person who's really the driver of the vehicle have a level of responsibility as far as the maintenance of the vehicle is concerned.
Right.
It might be general maintenance, but it would be the basic things in terms of oil, water, lights, whether those basic things that are functional. And we would always say that if it is members of the public observe any police vehicle that, in their opinion, does not appear to be roadworthy, and we are lacking lights and certain things, some things on the vehicles that ought to be present are not present, please call it out so that we can take the necessary action. Because it may very well be that the person who's driving the vehicle may have to answer a question as well. So we are not. That is not a policy of the police service to have vehicles out there that are not roadworthy. There are some persons who within the organization might take the chance to take up a vehicle and go from point A to point B for whatever reason. And if that is the case, and it is something that could have been avoided, then we need to address it. So to answer your question directly, caller, or your comment, we do not condone that. I mean, the right thing is the right thing across the board, and it doesn't change because it's a police vehicle.
All right. Well, Pitt, I want to thank you for the time. We out of time. We got to take a break. But thanks a lot. It was good seeing you and chatting with you, man.
Same here, Brother Stephan.
Yeah. I have my run coming up May 2050. I want to see some police coming out. Tell Dixon, activate all the police,
Of course.
I want all to come and compete, All they say, all they fit, all they ready, all they able. When is all the sports?
We will be there. I think it's sometime in May. Forgive me the date. I'll provide the date.
I'm sure all the sports thing will not be same day with my run.
I'm hoping not, Stephan. I'm hoping not.
All right.
Yeah.
But we will pick up. Let me know when this is sports day. I'll come up at that sports day.
Of course. We will look forward to your attendance.
All right.
A friend.
Nice, man. Take it easy.
Be safe.
All right. So that is Acting ASP Pitt on the inside, man. Always a pleasure chatting with Pitt. Grenadines, don't frighten, man. We love you too. Don't frighten. Hey, fellas. Yeah, we pick up Grenadines too. Grenadines to yourself, right? Now we got to take a break. Just before I go to the break, I want to remind you guys about Flow. All right? Flow Armor. That's right. So no matter the space or the budget, your home deserves more than just security. It deserves Arma Security powered by Flow in partnership with All Pro, a home security solution that protects what matters most for just $4 a day. Visit Flow in store or online at discoverflow.co for details. Flow, bringing security home. And with that, we're going to take a break. When we come back to the phone lines, Dragon Gas and the license being revoked. Stay tuned.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
When UNC wins, your mental health wins as well. There has been a proliferation of noise pollution emanating from homes and fetes and bars and clubs intolerable to the persons living nearby. The UNC will amend the noise pollution laws to protect your mental health in these noisy residential neighborhoods and businesses. The system of granting bar license, party license will be changed by the UNC.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
That was a paid political advertisement.
It's time to secure what matters most. Your family, your home, your peace of mind. Secure them all with Arma Security. Advanced protection starts from just $4 per day. Arma Security, powered by Flow, partnered with All Pro, inspired by you. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co to learn more.
The best buys and best savings just got even better at JTA Supermarkets. Eve Premium Chunk Tune and Vegetable Oil and Water, 4.9 ounces, 3 for $19.99. Fruit Juice Drink, 1 liter, 2 for $19.99. Eve Sweetened Condensed Filled Milk, 385 grams, 3 for $24.99. Brunswick Mackerel, 425 grams, 2 for $19.99. Swiss Tomato Ketchup Spouch, 750 ml, 2 for $19.99. Brunswick Sardines and Soya Oil, 106 grams, 2 for $19.99. Swiss Macaroni, 400 grams, 3 for $19.99. Cara Coconut Milk Powder, 50 grams, 4 for $19.99. Flavorite Ice Cream, 3.2 liters, 2 for $99.99. Carlton's Choice Bathroom Tissue 12-pack, $19.99. Plus many more items, specials valid until April 6, 2025. JTA Supermarkets, where your total bill always costs less.
Cars, sports, careers, food. We men always talk about these things, but not about our health. Did you know that testosterone is responsible for muscle mass, strength, deep voice, healthy hair growth, and the sex drive? With low testosterone, we may not achieve our potential. The good news is that Jameson Power for Men is an excellent testosterone support. Take Jameson Power for Men and perform to your max. Jameson, here for your health.
Reto Financing is offering you 5% on a fixed deposit for 5 years and over with upfront interest. Contact our central office at 238-6716 or our San Fernando office at 242-9944. You don't want to miss this great opportunity. Invest today and watch your investment work for you.
Adventure lives here, where nature inspires every step.
Set sail and explore the wonders of our islands.
Feel the rhythm of our festivals.
Joyful, vibrant, and unforgettable.
Whether you seek adventure
or tranquility, St. Vincent and the Grenadines has it all.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Why just manage disease when you can reverse it? At Sattoria's Holistic Health Clinic, we don't just mask symptoms, we focus on reversing illness naturally. Imagine freedom from medications and the cycle of dependence. Our approach dives deep into uncovering root causes without herbs, tonics, or medications. From diabetes and heart disease to mental health, obesity, and more, our personalized care is transforming lives. Ready to begin? Book your consultation today, either in our San Fernando office or online. Call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Your health journey starts now at Sattoria's Holistic Health Clinic, where transformation is within reach.
Forget about bucket lists. We want to know what's on your best life list. Vacation, education, renovation, celebration. Live your best life with Island Finance. Visit a branch near you or islandfinancetrinidad.com and live your best life now.
You can depend on Island Finance.
Subject to credit approval and documents verification.
Mad and bad, your boy young brother urging everybody to represent Presentation College 3-car raffle happening right now. You need to run out and come out. Support the thing. Young brother say that. What are you doing?
Presentation College San Fernando's 3-car raffle. The draw takes place at the school on Easter Monday, April 21st. But the deadline for ticket purchase is Wednesday, 16th April.
What's up, blessed?
Tickets are only $100, and with each chance, you get a shot at cruising in luxury. 3 brand new MG motor cars, courtesy Massey Motors, up for grabs. Get your tickets now at islandetickets.com. Car ticket outlets include teachers, pupils, parents, alumni members. Also, JTA Supermarkets nationwide, Christina Shoes nationwide, Bellini Drugs, Ateliers by the Park, 519C3 Mall, Sion's Royal Road, Ramsing Sports Cuba and Chaguanas, Sona Jewelers, extra bonus and pay now. All extra foods, all cost cutter supermarkets, all police credit union branches, in accessory man bonus Spain, Disco Mart Tunapuna, Jumbo Foods Barataria, all Kenny Sports Stores, Crosby St. James, Simon's Musical, Board Street, Cinnamon Drug Sangre Grande, WAC Radio, Mart's Liquor Palace, Ego Martin Main Road,
Southern Food Basket, Coffee Street.
The deadline for ticket purchase is Wednesday, 16th April.
For more info, call 752-9758 or 652-2311.
All funds in aid of school upgrade. Presentation call in San Fernando's. Brand new 3-car raffle.
Introducing Open Minds Primary School Lessons 100% online. Get quality education from the comfort of your home. Affordable, expert-led online tuition to help your child succeed. Register today. Call or WhatsApp 388-6635 or visit www.openminds.education.
Attention everyone. The Office of the Prime Minister Communications has launched a brand new WhatsApp channel designed to keep you informed and connected like never before. Get real-time updates, breaking news, and important information directly from the source. With our WhatsApp channel, you'll always know what's happening when it's happening. Joining is easy. Use your phone camera, scan this QR code, tap follow, and that's it. You're in. Be sure to tap the notification bell to never miss an update. Stay informed, stay empowered. Join the conversation with the Office of the Prime Minister Communications WhatsApp channel today.
All right, people, so we're 11 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock this morning. It is Wednesday. We want to get back to the phone lines, but hold on, because J&P Pest Control Limited are experts in all types of pest control. That's right, we're talking about pest control, ranging from termites to rodents, ants, cockroaches, lawn pests, and much more. Armed with the latest techniques and technologies, including fumigation or fumigation for drywood termites, J&P Pest Control's professionally trained staff are ready to tackle even the most difficult infestations. And for a free inspection and quotation, you can contact them today at number 61 to 65 Covine Road in Diego Martin. You could also call them on 227-0835. That is 227-0835, or WhatsApp them on 250-8397. 250-8397. Make sure and make that call today. You can also email them at jppestcontrol@hotmail.com. Let them shield your home or business from pesky pests. And I know how pests operate. You see German cockroach? Oh gosh! German cockroach will multiply, brother man. When I tell you multiply, you know, 2 German cockroach and that's it, you know. You're good, and that's it. You're goose cook, you know. So make sure and call J&P Pest Control today if you have those sort of problems at home. Termites, all right? The fumigation that they're doing for drywood termites, like I said yesterday, we didn't do that in our time when my father had the pest control company, Redons. So, you know, we used to go up on the roof and that kind of thing and change the wood and treat the wood and, you know, we'd have all different kind of methods to deal with these things. But, yeah, pest control, yeah. And remember, it's called pest control, eh? Not total pest eradication. It's a pest control company, right? That is what pest control is. A lot of people have, you know, that misconception. But once they're using the right things and they're up to date with the latest products on the market, yeah, they'll get rid of whatever pest you have. All right? Nice, man. So J&P, pick up yourself. Good morning to you guys. Also, St. Lucia. So St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. That's right, its opening night is the 30th of April, and this year's festival promises to be bigger and better than ever before, blending world-class jazz with the rich cultural heritage of St. Lucia. Expect a fusion of music, dance, and visual arts that will captivate your senses and leave you in awe. The festival will be highlighting the vibrant art scene with exhibitions, performances, and cultural showcases throughout the island. And this year, the arts component is truly unique. And you're going to see an incredible collaboration between local and global talents, bringing St. Lucia's creative spirit to life in stunning new ways. So make sure and get your tickets now for St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. And finally, we got Eden Heights Clinic, one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, halotherapy, nutritional programs, weight loss programs, and more. And they do offer consultation services in detox programs, arthritis, sport injuries, knee, shoulder, back pain, and more. So make sure and contact them today at any one of their 3 locations in Trin City, Shogunas, or Tobago. You can also give them a call on 640-8985 or 613-7571. You can WhatsApp them on 49399196 or email them at edenightsdistributors@gmail.com. Make sure and check them out today. And with that, we're going back to the phone lines. All right, with 15 minutes, I have approximately 12 minutes to take some calls before we get to Pastor John. Just give me that quick clip now with Dr. Rowley.
You see us losing that OFAC license, as you will see in the news if it happens, then you know you're cook. If you see us losing that OFAC license, as you will see in the news if it happens, then you know you're cook.
All right, 327-7400. But you see, a cuckoo could only cook if you have solely and wholly put the Trinidad and Tobago economy on one deal. Morning.
If you see us losing
that irony, right? What I was trying to get across to the police, I know they can't fix no pothole, but you put it the right way. I just wanted to show you that.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. I understand where it's coming from. No right there, man. Any thoughts on the dragon gas here?
Yes, that's what I'm going to talk about. But first thing I have to say, we're dealing with a prolific liar. I have to call it that way because it is that way. I have to say it that way. No apologies on that.
Okay.
This man know about the dragon gas is something that America has nothing against we in Trinidad, right? America love us, but we cannot associate ourselves with a narco man like this Maduro.
Yeah.
Right? Now, what happened simply is that if they go to give it leeway to deal with Venezuela, then it could have a tic-tac-toe. Because Iran could deal with we and then go to Venezuela. Or they could go to Russia, come to Iran, and then come back to we. And what America trying to achieve, gone down the drain. Because we is having a domino effect. Because
Correct.
we did tic-tac-toe to Venezuela. So
Correct.
that's why America doing that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? They have nothing against Trinidad.
Yeah, no, we know that. Thanks a lot. Yeah, and that's that there what the caller said is why I was very confused when the Prime Minister come back and said when I spoke to him, I explained them how important this deal is to Trinidad and like if Trinidad is a special island on the whole planet. Because if you encourage that from America perspective, if you encourage people, Trinidad to deal with Venezuela, then everybody will not want to deal with Venezuela. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
Well, Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela are oil and gas economies. We can't get away from that.
Correct.
It is the largest part of our economy when seen. But Rowley and them went and they bad talk Trump and them regarding in the early days. When Trump won, they went to Washington to deal with the Democrats, Hakeem Jeffries and Maxine Waters and all of them. When they come back to Trinidad and Kamala Prasad, the sister say, well, Biden was a bad president. They knock she and they make all kind of noise.
Correct.
Right? We had Jamaica who don't want oil and gas. Now, them is one of the biggest dealers in the Caribbean with oil and gas because the Jamaican Prime Minister didn't make no comment against Donald Trump. But it is an American policy because of what is happening in Venezuela. The only way we will benefit from that deal, which is good for us, is that the government of Trinidad and Tobago have to change and the government of Venezuela have to change. And then the whole Caribbean will begin to benefit now from that oil and gas, and America will treat with us differently. But until that doesn't happen, we ain't going away. So I want to remind people, the code is yellow. Venezuela go take care of itself, we have to take care of you. Have a good one.
No problem. All right, cool. Say the code is yellow, boy. The code is yellow. Lord have mercy, ball. Yeah, Warren. Yeah, but go ahead, share thoughts.
Elections are consequence, and if it is American government what grant this country that license? It wasn't Trinidad grant we serve that. It's the American government. If the electorate in the states had voted in a different way, I don't think we'd be having this discussion about a license that was not renewed or revoked or whatever.
But license was given under the previous administration because they were doing business with Venezuela as well.
And an American government, no matter what administration. That's what they go ahead. Despite who was in power in Venezuela, the American government that said go ahead and do it. So the electorate in the states voted in that direction with the administration do not want to continue that license. Right? That's the first thing. We as a small island economy, we do have a big say in these things, you know. We're a small island. So if we're trying to get something, no government will fall we are a sovereign nation trying to take care of we citizens with money from wherever. America is dealing with Russia, you know. The same Russia that war crime and sanction and thing, America is dealing with them. And there's America that same Trump that sent people down to talk to Maduro to get out of hostage the other day. You understand? So I just wanted to put in that. And, you know, some people feel that persons in this country have an issue with coalition governments because there's always mashup. My uncle used to fix cars, and he always tell me, you see a car that piece up, it doesn't last all the time. Sometimes it split up all the time. And you see that split up thing, that is the problems that people have with a coalition government. They don't have a good history in this country here. You mightn't like a particular party that's staying there, but the thing is they hold, and if they lose alone, they lose alone, they lost alone, they win alone. So,
okay.
I don't want to put
all right, no problem, man. Yeah, all right, 235, hear me 235. Again, you number, you know, 3277400. So long we discard that over here, it's still in my head. Morning.
Yeah, morning, Stephan.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Stephan, listen. My view on this drug and gas thing is, listen, there's nothing more to be said. Yourself and many other right thinkers of this country would have analyzed this thing from the get-go. Everything that we expected, it came to pass. It's just for some strange reason, these PNM supporters or whichever supporters they are, they find some way now to change the narrative and say, the UNC laughing at this and then rejoicing at this. Listen, even
it was never about that.
But even Roger from on Planet X could have seen this coming.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And then they come in now and trying to change the narrative that we, you know, UNC supporters and people rejoicing and I know and Trinidad is doom and gloom. Listen, I have one thing to say. We love you, so we take good care of you. Only the PNM understands. We cook.
Look, I laugh because I had a love for callers. I lied. I love for callers, boy. Morning. On a real creative, boy. Morning.
Morning, Stephan.
Morning, my dear. Go ahead. Hey, this is the hibernation lady.
I think I'm still in the same side, just on the border. What I want to know, can Mr. Rowley's wealth that he amassed and what he is entitled to going forward be revoked?
That I can't answer off the top of my head. I'll have to check and see. You're talking about the salary increase and all those things?
Yes, too much people going away, running from O'Halloran and all that them run away with so much money. So this man feel he could do it too. All you find some, dig up and see if all could find some ways and means of taking away some of what he has there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. I ain't lying, eh? She going back to O'Halloran, boy. O'Halloran, Colahat, all these names come to mind when you're talking about situations like that. Hello, good morning. Yeah, what going on?
Newsday article. PM, Rubio meeting was a good day for TNT. Thursday, March 27. Marches yesterday.
Yeah.
Right? Mr. Seojung said he added, with the Dragon gas project, we are continuing full speed ahead. He told the media Rubio made it clear the U.S. will do nothing to harm TNT's economy. Young said Rubio understood the importance of energy security for TNT and the CARICOM. He added there was an agreement between Rubio and himself to remain engaged on energy and national security matters in the region. This is an article from 27th of March, 2025. But yet, yesterday, the Honorable Prime Minister in his press conference said this comes as no surprise. And today is the 9th of April.
Everything you read there, I remember reading.
Right?
Yeah.
Nobody not rejoicing. We just telling you if you stand up and hands, patch the hands go bite you. And Nani and Nana used to tell her that?
Yep.
Grandfather and grandmother?
Yep.
Right? That's what this is. And yes, Biden put a bounty on the man, on Mr. Maduro head, and Trump increased the bounty.
He increased it, yeah. I think it's where is that right now? It's like 100 million US or some kind of thing, so?
I know. I don't know how Google on that. Not so much.
It's not so much.
If it was so much, still don't gonna set up a handcuff on the hand and bring them across because we have no money, eh? You'd have 100 million US nice. Would have been nice in the financial sector right now, but not that amount.
Could be about 50 then.
Amount. Could be about 50, but I don't have Google search on that.
I'll check it and
yes,
see.
But Biden had initially put a bounty on Mr. Maduro head and Mr. Trump in Crusade, but nobody not rejoicing. The PNM saying that UNC rejoicing. UNC ain't rejoicing about nothing. We just stand up and tell you, people who study the whole situation with Mr. Maduro and the socio-economic situation in the world and who he associated with, do not put all the eggs in one basket.
That's all.
That's what we're telling you. I'm happy the lady said what she had to say earlier because I study the pay increases people get on the back pay. I think they should hold straight until 2030.
A ball. All right, I'll take one more. One more. Then I'm gonna get to the break. And after the break, we're gonna get to Pastor John as we take it to the top. But for now, we will take one more call, just one more call, 327-7400. But yeah, it's it have nothing to do with anybody rejoicing. They're correct. It is just what they've been warning of for years now. Morning.
Morning, Stephan. How are you going?
Yep, I good man. Go ahead.
Yeah, remember what the man said? Former Prime Minister, we not closing down petrol train. Or let's take that. You understand? You hear lie? That is like, all you know, all you have to do. You understand? Because we have worked 10 years again, hardship, you don't work that boy, right? That was too hard, boy.
Yeah.
So if all you want a better life, all you know, all you have to do. You understand?
Okay.
Right. As I say again, we not closing down petrol train. Have a nice day.
Oh God, Lord, Father. You have to put our food on the side, boy. Let me put it on the side. All right. Yeah. So the reality is this. In politics, everything is about spinning a narrative. Right? So what the caller just read out there from the article, good day for Trinidad and Tobago, ting, 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 Rubio assured they will not do anything to harm the Trinidad economy. Now, this came as no surprise, as you heard in the clip that we ran earlier this morning, right? And you would have heard it during the press conference yesterday. But that didn't look like something you was expecting. That looked like something you wasn't expecting. But to not expect that means that you entered into that conversation very naive, because the message from the Trump administration has been very clear. A kindergarten child could understand it. don't do business with Maduro. Very, very clear. I don't think it have any other way that they could have put it that could be more clear. Right? And anybody doing business with Maduro, these would be the consequences. Right? And for whatever reason or the other, they decided to still pursue and bring this. They even brought it as part of the election campaign, mentioning it on the campaign, the dragon gas, in a positive way, like if it's something they were going to go full steam ahead with, right? And the concern has always been, and the conversation towards it has always been, all you hold up there, why it is all going and do business with this man in plain sight for everybody to see, when this man is under, this man is being deemed a narco-terrorist, a criminal. You understand? This man has basically destroyed Venezuela. Venezuelan people are fleeing. They're saying that they do not even, some world leaders don't even recognize him as the president of Venezuela. This man locking up his political opponents. And I told you, if you want to know, go and ask any Venezuelan. Just stop a Venezuelan today. You stop any Venezuelan on the street today and ask them if Maduro is a good man. That's what we have to do. Any Venezuelan you see, you go in the grocery and they bargain your groceries, say, hey, wait, Maduro's a good one, eh? Ask them. Ask them. But you all keep running down there and having meetings and meetings. And the man that they appoint to be prime minister was the point man running down to Venezuela. The man, Stuart Young, who is now the prime minister, who has been selected to be the prime minister by the former prime minister, is the man that was making all the trips. So you feel that looking. But wait now, this is the same man that was making all these trips to go down in Venezuela and meet with Maduro. And they put him in as prime minister now. But they have no respect for America. Like they have no respect for it. They are telling all you, when he was invited to go to that meeting, that's a feel-out meeting, they just call him there to pick his mind. And I want to believe that he talked his way straight into that trap. But anyhow, we take a break. When we come back, Pastor John is up next. Stay tuned. There'll be much more to talk about in the coming days and weeks as we lead up to the election. But, you have to diversify the economy. You have to have other plans. One of the reporters asked the Prime Minister yesterday, well, now that this, he said, well, we already have a plan B, C, and D that I just told you all about. But I don't think that was plan B, C, or D, because plan B, C, or D still revolves around the energy sector. Your plan B, C, or D has to revolve around agriculture, import, export, sports, healthcare, this, that, whatever, culture, whatever, tourism. It has to be in the next sector. Your plan B, C, or D cannot just be everything, can be energy. It's like all your gas brain. Lord Father, we'll be back.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
When UNC wins, retirees win, because we will work together to decrease taxes on your retirement benefits and private pensions. When UNC wins, retirees win. They worked hard their whole life and paid tax their whole life, and when you retire, you're still paying tax. We will work to reduce that tax on your pensions and your retirement benefits.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
That was a paid political advertisement.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet, located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
Are you stressed and worried by problems? Then meet Priest Santosh GI. Priest is specialized in palm, face, photo, date of birth reading, and gives solutions to problems in marriage, relationship, love, business, job, health, and removes all black magic, negativity, bad luck permanently, and gives good luck and lifelong protection. Then call Priest Santosh GI 384-3844. That's 384-3844.
It's time to secure what matters most. Your family, your home, your peace of mind. Secure them all with Arma Security. Advanced protection starts from just $4 per day. Arma Security, powered by Flow. Partnered with All Pro, inspired by you. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co to learn more.
Lent is here, and the Castle is making fasting easy and tasty. With a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal, the fish combo, the fish sandwich combo. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest Royal Castle.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Leia high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Leia flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leia Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Leia Limited, quality you can trust.
Adventure lives here, where nature inspires every step.
Set sail and explore the wonders of our islands.
Feel the rhythm of our festivals.
Joyful, vibrant, and unforgettable.
Whether you seek adventure
or tranquility, St. Vincent and the Grenadines has it all.
Ready to unlock your potential? Welcome to Open Minds Education from preschool to high school. We bring expert tutoring right to your home 100%, with a stunning 450% growth in enrollment. We're transforming education with real results. At Open Minds, it's more than grades, we're building future leaders with academic and life skills. Don't wait. Call or WhatsApp 388-6635 or register now at www.openminds.education.com.
All right, people, so we're back on Breaking Dawn. We're preparing to touch base with Pastor John out in New York. And talk to me. Oh, and by the way, Biden put a $15 million a check to during the break. It was $15 million. Trump put the bounty up to 25. Right? That's all. Huh? Oh. All right. That's all. That's all. Right. All right. All right. So we got Pastor John coming on. Yeah. And yeah, man. So yeah, like I was saying, check the during the break was 15 million under Biden, Trump up it to 25. So, you know, all of that you have to take into consideration. The man upped the bounty by 10 million. So you know this was coming. The messaging has been very direct. Right? We have him? All right. Don't forget, people, as I prepare for Pastor John here, don't forget Stephan Run. Let me just remind you guys about that. Registration is ongoing. Do not wait. I know we had to put it to May 25th. Do not wait until the month of May. Go and register online at trinbagoevents.com. That is trinbagoevents.com. You can go to Stephan Reese Productions on Facebook. I will provide the direct link there, so you just go and click the link if you go there, and it'll take you straight to the event, and you just fill out the information and you make the payment via debit or credit card. Cash registration will begin on the 22nd of April. All right? Yeah. Oh, Lord. You see that passcode not working, Director? Yeah. All right. So we're just getting things sorted out here with this Zoom. All right. So how come Pitt didn't have any problem? I don't understand that. I don't know if Pitt didn't have any problem, but what's that? Forwarded from? Yeah, but all right. Oh, you're in. Oh, Ian. All right, I hear him there. I heard him there, so. All right. All right, yeah, so we're bringing in Pastor John here. All right, so morning, Pastor John. What's up, man?
I am doing great, and yourself?
Sorry about the delay, man. Yeah, but I'm fine, man. I'm fine. I know the product will reach soon, so I'll be back in gear.
Yeah. You want to get it? What today is? Thursday?
Yeah, today's Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah. You'll get it soon.
So what are we talking about this morning?
So I want to talk about cancer. And a lot of people think that they get cancer overnight. And all disease, they don't get sick overnight because your blood cell changes every 120 days. And by the time somebody is sick, and specifically cancer, you are so far behind, your body is so acidic because it is true that all we all carry a number of damaged faulty cells. Everyone, you hear me talk about dysbiosis before, the imbalance. So that faulty cells that everyone have in the system, or the bad bacteria in the system, they are usually destroyed by your own antioxidant enzyme. If that was not the case, every single person in the world will be sick. And everyone in the world is not sick. Everyone don't have cancer. It have people right now have nothing whatsoever wrong with them. So yes, the world have healthy people. A healthy cell has to develop. So now the question is, how you take a healthy cell? This thing is madness. You take someone is healthy and how we get sick. Because the healthy cell have to develop several genetic faults to become a cancerous cell. And these faulty cells have to survive first and grow in a system to a detectable size before you can get diagnosed with cancer. In other words, then, the majority of cases, and less rare cases where children have cancer, it takes about 20 to 30 years of this developing in your system. It have people developing in their system right now and they don't even know. Okay. So when that takes place, give me 2 more minutes and I will finish explaining this and I'll answer any.
Yeah.
When that takes place, these faulty cells, it have to pick up more mistakes to become malignant, a malignant cancer. That can start to spread through the body. You didn't finish yet. The cancer cells can remain in the body after therapy. This is why cancer can come back after treatment. This is why I personally have to drink this stuff every single day because I scared that it's coming back. I am a cancer survivor this is my 15th year and I have to keep my body healthy over and over again. So cancer cells start to grow and develop when it gets further more genetic faults that enable them to hide from the immune system. So the cancer cells is playing hide and seek with the immune system. It'll be hiding and you can't catch me and all kind of different stuff.
Right.
And one more minute again and I will done with you. So there are several evidence that tumors can manipulate the environment around your immune system to prevent the immune system from attacking them. In other words, then this cancer is a smart man. He like a lot of tricks. He like a lot of bubble. So it's becoming increasingly clear that cancer is like a vicious organism. Cancer is a bad thing for anyone to have in your system. And the best way to fight cancer is to starve it from the food it needs to survive. So that's why I want to talk about cancer, because all of us have cancer cells living in our bodies.
Yep.
And go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was actually about to ask you about that because everybody has these cancer cells and it just develops in certain people depending on whatever, I guess, lifestyle or however the genetics made up or whatever the case might be. People develop it. And I was about to ask you about how that happens,
It's because of the food they put in your body. If you feed the body with the right foods and the right probiotics food from the garden, that the lactobacillus and the bifidobacterium are the 2 major types of good bacteria, with all of many different strains need to be in the body every single day. That's why when you consume food today, like you're eating food, everyone needs every day when they get up 13 vitamins, 16 minerals, 10 amino acid, and 1 essential acid fat. Now, those numbers is not telling me about they eat vitamin B 40 different times. No, you need 40 micronutrients, all are different. So if somebody is eating kale every single day, all day, 10, 15 pounds of kale all day long, he's still missing out on a lot of different vitamins and minerals because he just in one kind. So your plate has to be a kaleidoscope. Okay. You must eat from the garden, the red food, the green food, the orange food, the black food, the purple food, the yellow food, the white food, People say they don't know white food from the garden. Cauliflower is white, garlic is white, all the different types of food that you eat. That's why you need the Phyto Power Pack, the sugar blocker Phyto Power Pack that I talk about. This is the garden in your palm of your hands.
Right.
That is how we build. 100% organic, 100% vegan ready. This no animal-based product is here. Everything is from the earth, which I have in my hand right now, in my hand.
Right.
You see the containers here? These are all here. See them here? I have them right here. Anytime I want them, I can drink it. I don't make joke with it. So for me, I had stage 4 cancer. My cancer was in the prostate. I was given 7 months to live until I find out how to repair my system. It ain't cheap, but it worked because this year it have 84 different ingredients from the garden that I'm mixing here now. And I am not sick and I drinking it.
Right.
I don't have nothing wrong with me today and I'm drinking it. I'm a cancer survivor. But I will do anything not to get back cancer again.
Let me just ask you something here real quickly. What about smoking? You know, they say smoking, smoking can contribute towards lung cancer, but I know people who smoking and they must be 80 years old and they're still smoking and they never get lung cancer, but you see people who are younger than them who never smoke a cigarette in their life, they come and they get cancer. And it's just one of those things that, you know, in life, you always wonder, well, you know, I mean, how does this thing really work, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm glad you asked because Monday I teach a class and that same thing with lungs problem, included lung cancer. And the class, the biggest question somebody was asking is what you asking, the smoking.
Right.
And yes, smoking contribute to lungs disorder from chronic cough to respiratory problems, even to cancer. Now, the person that lives 80 years, I had a nice friend when I was a little boy, 9 years old, he was about 90 years old. He used to smoke and do everything and he just make noise and all kind of stuff. But the human body, there's a rest of the cases with people whose antioxidant enzyme that they're born with is very difficult to deplete. So the body keep repairing itself. So you cannot be like that person.
Okay, because not everybody is the same.
Like one in some ridiculous amount of million of people, one out of every ridiculous number of people, that they can do everything bad and still they don't get sick. And this is a very good question you ask, because the body's immune system is what repair its own self. You were born with it. From 0 to 25, you're supposed to be the best in your entire life to experience good things in your body. It is the alkalinity in your body, the antioxidant enzyme in your system that repair and fight away and make the immune system strong so that any disease attack the body will be destroyed. The majority of the entire world have depleted it in the youth by eating all the junk, and the bodies have to the immune system have to do so much of repair. By the time they get older in life, there is hardly anything left to fight, and it was never restored. It was never replenished. That is why I come to you. So that 80-year-old or 90-year-old that you're talking about that's still smoking and never had nothing in their life, as an example, or somebody actually know, that person antioxidant enzyme is extremely strong that the average person, and I don't know how they live their life early on in life, but it's extremely strong. Okay. That's why they don't get it.
All right. That's interesting. Yeah, because I always wonder that there are other things that people say contribute to cancer as well, that you see people doing, and some of them, you know, they live very long, and some people, you know, they get like this cancer that they say nobody comes back from. Is pancreatic?
Well, there's a lot of cancer like stomach cancer, but pancreatic is one of them, and it's on top of the list. That is very, very, very bad. I just had a big testimony with pancreatic cancer. Everyone totally write off the lady that she will never recover from stage 4 pancreatic cancer. After a year, the body heal itself. And that's a big, big, big testimony we have in Brooklyn right now.
Do we underestimate the capability of the body to heal itself?
Yes, we do.
So what do we need to understand about the human body that you know, in terms of its ability to repair itself? Because I've always said, you know, when you get cut, it is healed. You might get a little scab or a scar. Sometimes it don't stay with you for life, but depending on the nature of the cut. But the body does heal itself, especially the tongue. The tongue has go ahead.
The answer to it is that until we understand that we are an extension of the garden, we are dirt. And when you understand that we, the human body, is part of the garden, but the body cannot produce the micronutrients and the phytonutrients on its own, you have to get it from the garden. And plant life give life. You just have to know the strength or the hour value of the things you're eating from the garden to put in your body. So look at Trinidad and Tobago. There's nobody should be sick if you have China selling in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm just giving you an example. Right? So it's what you put in your body, how you eat it, and how much you eat of it every day, because the chickpeas, the lentil peas, and the white kidney beans are on top of all beans in the entire world. Doesn't mean that the other beans are no good in terms of the amount of antioxidant it carries for the body.
Right. But it still depends on how you make it and how you consume it.
Right. Take, for example, the Caribbean have so much noni trees. And yet still, when you look at people in the Polynesian countries, the children are healthier than our children because we don't feed them with noni when they're born. We give them kind of sugary substance. But it's not like we don't have it. We have it in our backyard to eat consistently, but we don't do it. Okay. So until we underestimate the body because we feel we are different from the garden. That's why you need to come on the Zoom and I teach classes, because I will need to break down this the same way the garden is being operated and a plant grows and flourishes and everything is the same way your microbiome and your system needs. Is the same exact thing. It is parallel to each other. A matter of fact, if you want to give your body a 24th organ, we have 23, 22 internal, 1 external, and the 24th organ that we have is, as a nickname, is the garden.
Okay. All right.
Without the garden, we cannot survive.
All right. So everything is in the garden. I always used to say that, some of the basic cures for a lot of disease must be some little piece of bush sitting down somewhere on the side of the road that people didn't discover yet, because I always believe that God put everything here for man to deal with any difficulties that they might face.
Let me give you an example. When you walk out the street today, when I visit Trinidad last October, I see by the hotel and all different places, a little purple plant they have growing and beautifying the place, but nobody's eating it, perella. You eat perella, but it's all over plant as decoration and the highway pass. You're seeing it and growing and everything, but nobody drink it, nobody eat it.
Nobody eats it. And they don't know the benefits of it. So I tell you what.
They don't know the benefits of it.
So people, you can get on to Pastor John. The WhatsApp number is on the screen. It is 1516-286-7079. That is 1516-286-7079. Contact Pastor John today. Place your order today. He will ship it to you. Remember, he operates out of New York, and he has everything in the garden in this product. And you can mix it up and thing, and you can consume 2 or 3, on a daily basis in one shot. But just before we wrap up with Pastor John, I want to remind you guys that statements made about the products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, and the product is not intended to diagnose, treat, mitigate, cure, or prevent any disease. But contact Pastor John and get all the information that you need on the product. 1516-286-7079. Pastor John, thanks a lot for the time this week, man. Sorry about the delay.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
No problem. So that's Pastor John on the inside there. And yeah, I beat it on my sugar blocker. We got to take a break. We'll be back after this.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
I retired in 2002. When I retired, my pension was $1,000 from NIS. When Mr. Bissessar came into power in 2010, my pension rose to $3,000. Now I'm hearing PNM say, if you have money saved, they could take away your pension. I can't wait to vote UNC again. When UNC wins, senior citizens like myself win.
That was a paid political advertisement.
The St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2025 on May 6th. Pure Jazz featuring Mateo Mancuso. On May 8th, Grammy-nominated Jasmine Horn.
I remember you.
On May 7th, Kingdom Night, Maverick City Music. Gospel powerhouse Tasha Cobbs Leonard. On May 9th, Beanie Man and Bounty Killer unite. Young Brother, Patrice Roberts, Ricky T, The Story. On May 10th, the world unite for World Beats. Nigeria's Ruga.
She said she know me got a girlfriend. And
Joe Duet Feely. Summer Walker. The ultimate celebration on May 11th. Ronald Boo Hinkson. John Legend's soulful voice. Dance under the stars to Earth, Wind and Fire's hits. Purchase tickets at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
Madden Baden, your boy Young Brother urging everybody to represent Presentation College 3-car raffle happening right now. You need to run out and come out. Support the thing. Young Brother say that. What are you doing?
Presentation College San Fernando's 3-car raffle. The draw takes place at the school on Easter Monday, April 21st. But the deadline for ticket purchase is Wednesday, 16th April.
What's up, blessing?
Tickets are only $100, and with each chance, you get a shot at cruising in luxury. 3 brand new MG motor cars, courtesy Massey Motors, up for grabs. Get your tickets now at islandetickets.com. Car ticket outlets include teachers, pupils, parents, alumni members. Also, JTA Supermarkets nationwide, Christina Shoes nationwide, Bellini Drugs, Ateliers by the Park, 519C3 Mall, Sion's Royal Road, Ramsing Sports Cuba and Chaguanas, Sona Jewelers, Chaguanas and Pinal, all Extra Foods, all Cost Cutter Supermarkets, all Police Credit Union branches, in Accessorima and Port of Spain, Disco Mart Tunapuna, Jumbo Foods Barataria, all Kenny Sports Stores, Crosby St. James, Simon's Musical, Board Street, Cinnamon Drug Sangre Grande, WAC Radio, Mart's Liquor Palace, Ego Martin Main Road,
Southern Food Basket, Coffee Street.
The deadline for ticket purchase is Wednesday, 16th April.
For more info, call 752-9758 or 652-2311.
All funds in aid of school upgrade. Presentation College San Fernando's brand new 3-car raffle.
Before you take your omega-3 supplement, check for the natural product number NPN on the label. This unique code shows that Jameson products have approved rigorous Health Canada testing for safety and effectiveness. Unlike some supplements that carry disclaimers like not approved by the FDA, Jameson omega-3 is the trusted choice, offering 1800 milligrams of EPA and DHA for heart health. Choose quality. Choose Jameson.
All right, people, so we're back. We're going to wrap things up. We got some birthdays to get to. And the first one, we're going to say happy birthday going out to Nakita, a.k.a. Tandy. All right, this is coming from your mom, your dad, your brothers, your grandmothers, your aunts, uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, and your sisters-in-law. You're a strong, resilient, and hardworking woman with a heart of gold, and your family is proud of you, and they love you very much. May God continue to richly bless you. Nakita, a.k.a. Tandy. Also, to both mother and son, Trevissa and Trazim, whose birthdays were on the 6th and the 8th respectively. Happy birthday to you guys, coming from your loving family and friends. We didn't get any pictures of you guys, but all the best, and we hope you enjoyed your birthday. Happy birthday to the bestest daddy in the whole wide world. We love you and appreciate you and appreciate everything you do for us. You are truly an inspiration and a great mentor. We will always appreciate your parenting skills in always preaching, teaching, and guiding us physically, mentally, emotionally, and most of all, spiritually in the right path. May God continue to guide your path and keep you in the best of health. Have a wonderful day, Dad. We love you always, from your wife, Tara, children, grandchildren, sons-in-law, family, and friends. So happy birthday going out to, what's his name again? The bestest daddy. I didn't get the name. Just the bestest daddy. You know who you are. Nice man. Also, I gotta say happy birthday to to Michael Engliang. Happy birthday to you, man. Coming on from Lana, Jaden, and the rest of the crew. All right. So yeah, man. Hope you enjoy your birthday today, man. Really April people, boy. Good. My mother is April too, you know, but she's coming back on the 15th, so I get away from buying her gift. Her birthday is the 14th. All right. Happy birthday going out to Michelle Gopal. Happy birthday going out to Michelle Gopal, coming from parents Chunilal and Jacqueline, granddaughter Rihanna, children Dylan, Kimberly, son-in-law Ryan, brothers Amarnath, Rohit, Harish, and Dudnat, nephew Amir, sister-in-laws Sherry and Sarah. Wishing you long life, good health, lots of love and happiness. And yeah, man, enjoy your day. Okay, and that's coming on from Kimberly. Kimberly actually sent the email. Nice, man. So big up yourself. Lovely. All right, so with that, people, we wrap things up for today. Tomorrow is Thursday. We only have Dr. Watson on, so don't worry. We got real phone calls tomorrow. I'm trying to make the program as interactive as possible because we're heading down into the election, and I really want to get the public feedback. So your thoughts and your expressions are what matters most. So tomorrow we'll get to more of that. Until then, enjoy your day. We out.
Good morning. Welcome to Breaking Dawn.